Hello, welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy and I'm here for Vlogmas day 22. Happy December 22nd. I can't believe we're already at the 22nd. And I just realized I did not grab my iPad here, so it is very early in the morning. Even though I was up late last night, somehow I woke up super early this morning, and so I figured I'd do breakfast tea and then get ready and head to work, which I'll have to do shortly. And I'm hoping my car starts this morning. It's like -10 outside right now, and it's supposed to drop like when I have to leave for work. So we're supposed to get even colder. So yeah, I'm hoping my car will start, because that's always fun. But I usually try to pull up my spreadsheets and stuff beforehand. But in case you have not seen my other Vlogmas videos, I have them all in one big playlist. But I'm doing 2 advent calendars. The first is the 24 Days of Tea by Adagio Teas. This is my favorite tea company. And this is the loose leaf version. This is the 4th year that I've done their advent calendar. The first year I did the bagged, and then I switched to the loose leaf. And I highly recommend trying them out, not only for their Christmas teas, but all year round. They have amazing blends. Like I said, they're my favorite tea company. And they always have such good things. I do, like I mentioned, I'm pulling up my spreadsheet here. I have kept track the 2 previous years, so 2020 and 2021, and I also scored the teas, so that way after it was over I kind of knew what teas I liked and what to order more, and all of the different teas that I've had, so at least from their advent calendar. Hi, you eat your breakfast? You're a teeth booth. You can come over here. You want to come see the people? Or you just want to yell at them from off screen? There it is. I couldn't find 22. Okay. This one is another one that potentially could fall off. Oh my gosh. Just the tippy tip is showing. What, honey? Okay. I haven't looked at it. We will see what it is. I'm excited. Usually this time of year, in the past couple days, sometimes it's the last day, they usually do just their Christmas blend. At least almost every year I've had it, it's been the 24th or the 23rd or the 24th. So today is, oh hey look, it's Christmas. Okay, so I have had this blend before. According to my spreadsheet, this was the 23rd in 2021 and the 24th in 2020, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars both times. They recommend steeping this for 3 minutes at 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and this has black tea, cinnamon, orange, natural spice flavor, cardamom, cloves, ginger, natural ginger flavor, and natural cinnamon flavor. So this is Christmas in tea form. And I have had this, I think you can also get this to some of their winter or just Christmas multi-flavor packs or something like that. So I know I've had it outside of the advent calendar as well. But we'll pop this open here so you can see. So black tea with a little bit of extras in there. That one little orange peel is coming out. There we go. We'll shake it up, and then you can see some of the cinnamon bark. There's the brown pieces, and so yeah. And it just smells like all the great spices that you love about Christmas. So today I'm using this tea strainer. Aviani, you want to see? Want to sniff? Oh yes, I know Mama's just making tea. She always has to sniff everything, even if I know she doesn't want it. I know, you're a tease booth. Okay, so There's that. And then today's mug is my I just want to watch Christmas movies and crochet, which I surprisingly haven't watched any Christmas movies this weekend yet. So we'll see what happens. I usually on Christmas Eve will watch the Santa Claus, but I don't know. While I've been crocheting and working on things, I've been listening to audiobooks and rewatching Psych. I started that like a month or so ago, and I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows. So I've been watching that because they're always super fun to watch. And they're so funny. They're so funny. Okay, so while that is steeping, let's talk about today's book. So, we are going to today talk about a fantasy holiday romance, and it's also a Nutcracker retelling called The Nutcracker of Crystalfall. This is the prequel book, so 0.5 for the Fae and Crystal Thorns series by K.L. Moody. When I updated my Goodreads, this morning, I think I did that this morning, not yesterday, it was still showing up as free on Kindle, and I kind of found this by just searching holiday romance on the Kindle store to see what was available. I was looking specifically for KU stuff, but this one popped up because it was free. I had never read K.L. Moody before, and I saw that this was a fantasy one, so I was like, ooh, that's fun. But yeah, so this is, before we enter the fantasy fae realm, this is very historical. It has like Regency Victorian vibes, and it is Clara, and she, it sounds like she has like dyslexia or something along those lines because she cannot read and she can't really do math. But what she can do, which was interesting, is she can look at something and kind of tell size and measurement, what it should be, what it is. And so she's like really good at puzzles and really like does really well really quickly at puzzles. But her parents are throwing a Christmas Eve ball, and she is actually engaged to a second son named Fritz, who is a horrendous person, almost like that stereotypical horrendous person. And, you know, he's leering on the other girls. He's rude to everybody. He's rude to the servants. He breaks the gift that Clara had made her only friend / handmaiden. And yeah, but while she's at the party, she runs into a gentleman named Raven, who's very weird, but she calls him her Nutcracker because he can crack nuts with his hands, and she struggles to use the nutcrackers to do it. And it turns out that he is Fae, and when she sees some trolls attack him, she runs out to assist in the middle of the night, even though she doesn't know what to do, and she's like, why am I doing this? And she ends up joining him on an adventure, and she kind of finagles her way in going with him back to Fae. And they obviously have this little spark between them that we see. But she's intrigued by him, and she doesn't want to get married to Fritz, and that's supposed to happen the next day. So maybe this is actually Christmas Day, and she's getting married on the 26th. But whatever this is Christmas, either the 24th or 25th, and the next day is when she's supposed to marry Fritz. So she decides to go with him because she like flat out tells him, my soul is going to die tomorrow because I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to feel any sort of fulfillment in my life after tomorrow once I am forced to marry this horrendous person. So she goes with him, and he finagles her help in he has been So there's a lot of like fantasy world setup. There isn't too much. Like we do get a good amount of explanation, but there isn't too much info dumping. At least it didn't feel like info dumping to me, but enough to kind of feel set up without going too deep into the world. So I'm sure it would have been a little more like if I had read like one of the other, like the first book in the series first, maybe things would have made sense. But this is also set, I saw in the blurb and why I was okay with picking this up, because usually I'll read the first book before I go back and read a prequel. This is set thousands of years, I think is what she said, but a long time before the series like starts. So she had a note that you can read this either by itself or anytime in the series because it's set so far in the past. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this. I gave this 4 stars. But while they're in Fae, there's, you know, the different courts, and the court of Crystalfall is where Raven is trying to move to. He's trying to escape his current court because the king he's under basically wasn't allowed to be king, or kind of made himself king, which isn't how it's supposed to be. And to get help in escaping this king, he has made a deal with some pixies to help them ruin this help them save this golden tree, which if the golden tree dies, then basically all pixies die. And when he finds out from Clara, he kind of realizes that she'd be a good option to help him because she's good at like puzzles and stuff. So yeah, there's lots of hijinks, there's more run-ins with the trolls, there's Fritz does make a comeback. He does end up in the Fae realm as well as the bad guy and working with other people. And so I mean, it was like 230-ish pages. I read most of this via ebook, but then I did finish the rest of it at work via an audiobook, and I had Lexi read to me at work. But I enjoyed this. I'm definitely intrigued to read more. She's definitely in the younger age, so I would probably call this a young adult, maybe new adult fantasy, but I'm not sure about the rest of her series. But I'm definitely intrigued to read more because I was very intrigued in the situation and how she was able to get 2 different humans into the Fae realm, and then how the 2 different humans had completely different experiences and were able to kind of deal with the Fae in different ways. And so I thought that was pretty interesting. There isn't any steam. We do get 1 kiss. There is a lot of tension and like banter between them, but because he's trying really hard not to get distracted because he wants to escape and also save his brother, keep his brother out of the grasp of the king, because everyone kind of knows that when his brother gains his adulthood and gains his power, that, you know, the king will take advantage of his brother because he's probably going to be super powerful. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, 4 stars. I enjoyed this. It was super fun fantasy Nutcracker retelling. And the pixie that we deal with the most, Plumeria, is pretty much like the sugar plum fairy, so that was super cool too. Yeah, so let us do the tea. Nice and dark, and it smells good. Oh, it smells so good in here right now. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is Christmas in a cup. This is Christmas in a cup. What you would expect from just, you know, walking into somebody's house who's baking or cooking for Christmas. That's what it tastes like, except more spicy and sweet, and with the sweet stuff. It's Christmas in a cup. My ratings this year are out of 10 for some weird reason. I don't know why I changed it, but yeah, I would keep it the same. 8 out of 10. This is a great option This is a great black tea option. I don't know if I said, but... Oh, this doesn't say how much caffeine is in it. It's got to have some caffeine, though, because it is a black tea. Usually they say if there's moderate, high, or no caffeine. So this probably is at least moderate, if not high caffeine. Yeah, but that is delicious. And then the other advent calendar we have is the Fortune Cookie Soap Advent Calendar. The theme this year was Letters to Santa. They offered 2 options this year, the 12-day box and the 6-day box. I went with the 12-day box. If you have not heard of Fortune Cookie Soap before, they are a like bath and body product company out of Oklahoma. They're a small business. They offer a subscription box. They do monthly different kinds of scent collections, and then they have mini collections, and I love them to pieces. I love their products, and I love the way that a lot of their scent blends are done. But yeah, so I'm doing their advent calendar. Today is December 22nd in this fun burlap sack. You've got balls. Oh, I wonder if these are dryer balls. Look at this. We've got all sorts of balls here. So we've got 4 little ones and 1 big one. I'm guessing this is a laundry thing. Here's another big one. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here's another big one. And another big one. Yep, these are dryer balls for sure. Okay, yep, and then laundry fragrance oil in the scent Lousy Lump of Coal. And this really pretty red bottle. Okay, so let me put all these dryer balls back in here. I hadn't used these before, but they actually sent a mini collection with like 2 balls in it. In one of the subscription box this year. So I have tried using the dryer balls. I did not fragrance them though, because I already use some fragrance stuff in my laundry, but I might try using that once the fragrance stuff I do have runs out, and then I'll try some of theirs. But let us open this up. And oh, this one was sealed. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen him seal something like that before. Okay. Yeah, no, that smells like laundry. I know, I'm a little clogged up because it's so cold outside, but I'm getting a little bit of woodsy, a little bit of floral, and a touch of sweetness. And it feels almost like a fruity sweetness, not like a sugary sweetness. But yeah, I mean, it smells like laundry to me. I'd probably give this like a 3.5 or a 4 out of 5. So, and this says Lousy Lump of Coal. So let's see what the scent description says it is. He sees everything, you know, every dirty deed. Serves you right. A friendly, warm blend of rich red mahogany woods, delicious apple, pink peppercorn, and fresh lavender sprigs. Who's a loser now, you little brat? I don't know. If you know what this is based on, I've seen a lot of Christmas movies, but I cannot place what this is supposed to be. Who's a loser now, you little brat? Like, this feels like... This has gotta be from some Christmas movie or something. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. If you know, let me know down below. But I will stop rambling at you. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to leave me an emoji down below. Why don't you do your favorite Christmas emoji, since that was today's tea? But yeah, otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do, and I will see you all tomorrow.